Hi guys, one of the reasons immigration is a core issue in the general election, side point, it isn't even number 1 or 2, is because of the likes of Farage and the media that continue to give him a disproportionate platform. The Reform UK leader knew that he would be able to get away with a lie back in 2016 and further built his career on that strategy. He told people in the run-up to the Brexit referendum that the EU was the source of pretty much all of the UK's problems and leaving it would fix them. Now he's blaming immigration. It's the reason why people can't get a GP appointment or because there are potholes in the road. Yes, he even implied that too. So he was invited onto the breakfast show where he was asked about patriotism. Why?
I ask you, do you think then that you are more patriotic than the other party leaders?
Without a doubt.
What's your evidence for that?
D-Day. D-Day does it for me. I mean, it's very interesting.
I did say I did say the other party leaders.
Yeah,
and I'm putting you're here as a party leader. We will be speaking to all the party leaders. You are sitting here saying, hold on, let me just finish the question if I may. You are saying you are more patriotic than any of the other party leaders who are standing in this general election. On what basis?
I wouldn't take my poppy off out of embarrassment, because that's what Keir Starmer did last year. Please ask him when he's here. Why, at one point in the morning, is he wearing a poppy? And at another moment, speaking to a Muslim community, he takes the poppy off.
And that is your evidence for saying you're more patriotic?
I reckon that's pretty strong, don't you?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to get to patriotism in a moment, but I want to respond to some of the things he mentioned here. So I would have thought he would say, well, because I wrap myself in the flag, that's why I'm patriotic, or that's a demonstration of my patriotism. He jumped to D-Day, which is interesting, to put it mildly, because in 2017, Nigel Farage was invited to speak at an event hosted by a far-right party in Germany, and he was invited by the granddaughter of one of Hitler's ministers. Now, this granddaughter is not left-wing. She hasn't decided, look, I'm going to disown my grandparents, my grandfather, or his ideals. No, she's embraced them, it seems. And she invited Nigel Farage to speak. Now, Farage in the end didn't go. I think there were protests organised against it. But he was invited. Why? So when Nigel Farage talks about D-Day and the commemoration of D-Day, which side is he on? That has to be a question that needs to be put to him. I would love to ask him this question. You keep talking about D-Day. Which side were you commemorating? Because you were invited by a far-right party in Germany who had a different opinion to the commemoration of D-Day than the mainstream. Then he mentioned the poppy and Keir Starmer taking off. It seems Keir Starmer was wearing a jacket and he changed jacket. And when he changed jacket, the poppy was forgotten to be put on the new jacket. Now, notice the language here. Farage is saying when Keir Starmer went to meet Muslims and the Muslim community, notice the dog whistle here. Farage is suggesting that Keir Starmer was worried about offending Muslims by wearing a poppy, suggesting that Muslims can't be patriotic, or Muslims would never wear a poppy, or Muslims have a problem with the poppy, which of course is false. It's a lie. But his supporters believe Muslims are not patriotic, they can't be patriotic, and his supporters believe that Muslims have a problem with the poppy, which of course is a lie. Now, finally, when it comes to patriotism, Nigel Farage is the opposite of a patriot, because for me a patriot is somebody who cares about the nation, and the nation is made up of people. Does Nigel Farage care about people? Of course he doesn't. He cares about himself. You know, this is a guy who campaigned to leave the European Union, irrespective of the damage it would do to the public, to the economy. How is that patriotic? You know, he campaigned to end freedom of movement for British people, including non-British people. Let's throw British people under a bus as well, because we need to stop immigration. He campaigned to get rid of rights for British people, and of course now he's campaigning, it seems, or he's supportive of at least, leaving the European Convention on Human Rights, which is a mechanism to protect the rights of British people. So he's not satisfied with destroying the economy, he also wants to strip away people's protections. Now, how is that patriotic? That's the opposite of patriotism. But because he wraps himself in the flag, because he goes to the D-Day commemorations, he presents himself as a patriot. This is extremely concerning. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.